Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to Krastorio for episode 100, yay! So, what are we working on? Of course we're working towards the next science type, but what is the next thing we require? Did we make the charged matter stabilizers yet? Yep, though not a lot. Oh, we also did make the science, I guess. We are producing it, if only we can get enough of these. And they just require more. These that just require more immersite crystal. Okay. And components apparently. Though we should have improved the component situation, right? Those are all getting picked up. Same with those. And this is the wrong way around, of course. Not like we had a lot though, so. Mining productivity research is done as well. Should we just start working towards these endgame things? Or should we get some more utility stuff? Advanced chemical plant. Advanced furnace. Advanced assembling machine. I would like some electrolysis plants that are more effective or faster than these, I guess. Even if they are backed up now. Oh, they're backed up by the chlorine. Are we not burning that? Oh, and these aren't reading. Of course. Over here we're backed up by the actual lithium, so that's good. What is our next step? And what is our next research? Probably a good question as well. I think we will be trying to go for the next or the better electricity production. Where are they? Here, fusion reactors. Well, I guess we can do it with just standard fission nuclear reactors, but it would take a lot, and we might as well explore the Krastorio stuff, right? So I should stop being such a boring builder and build what I want. I'll build stuff from the mod. Let's remove these and replace them by a row of these like that. Okay, next research once more. Do we need anything to produce this new science type? Not science type, sorry. Power production thing. We need advanced steam turbines and fusion reactors. We should have everything for the fusion reactors. We should have everything for the advanced steam turbines. And then it's the fuel, of course. Oh, by the way, are there any advanced boilers by any chance? Or heat exchangers, that's the thing we're using here, of course. I guess not. So this says that it can support 20 large turbines. That I'm guessing is these advanced steam turbines, even though they're not called large. To work, it requires power. 500 megawatts. DT fuel cell and water. Okay. For the DT fuel cell, we need an empty one. We can produce those pretty easily, I guess. Should we do that on site? I'm not entirely sure. But this is just low density structure and rare metals we need to bring somewhere, or do here for that matter. Tritium and heavy water. So tritium is uranium-235 and lithium and rare metals. Okay, so we can also produce that here if we want. But then we need to bring the uranium-235, unless we already did. Is it only the dark green stuff that we brought? Let's have a look. So we're bringing this stuff. Are we not making anything that requires the other? We're making nuclear turret rockets, right? Oh, we are making atomic bombs. But they require it too, so where are they getting their stuff from? Oh, up here, so we have another train station. Oh, it's just coming all the way from over here, of course. That's fine. So we do have that available in the system, I guess. And we could even just produce it right here if we wanted to. Do we have rare metals and lithium in this area though? I don't think we have lithium. Rare metals. Are we not putting any of these into the logistics network? Apparently not. Wait, we have some here, okay. That's pretty fine, I guess. Lithium then. That's another problem, I guess. We could also just produce it over here and bring in the uranium from afar if we want to. But then we will have to reconnect these to robot networks or logistics networks, and I don't really want to do that. I guess we could just produce more lithium up here. Though we require it to be connected with chlorine and hydrogen chloride. Where's the lithium production on the bus? Right here. No, not lithium. Hydrogen chloride, just chloride, okay. And water. Where are these getting their water? Oh, from in here? Okay. Of course. You could also just take some of this and throw down the other way and put it into a system. Logistics system, I mean, or we could just put it into just right here. That is also a possibility. So now we have lithium in the logistics system. This logistics system at least. Let's get rid of the extra we got. Whoops, wrong menu. So now we should have everything to make the tritium. Do we have low density structure in this system? We making it in around here. We do have it in the system, yes. Are we out of satellite? Because we're out of glass and silicon. Wait, am I even putting silicon and glass into the system? Oh, silicon is here. We could just wire that up to always keep a reserve. If silicon is higher than 100, we allow it to get out. How about glass then? Could also... We have some on the bus at least, so we could just... Have we not put that in the system anywhere? We have glass right here. So how come these guys can't make anything? And why did we make this right here instead of over here or something? No idea. It doesn't really matter. We need to find... We're not requesting... What? Oh, I probably updated the mod at some point. The recipes have changed. I really don't hope that anything else important changed. Because it's gonna be a while before we find out. But I guess this recipe makes a bit of sense at least. Should have some robots coming with glass, right? There we go. Good. This recipe is the same. I think that should be working again. So we have the low density structure, but only as long as we are not launching too many rockets. The science from this is put into there. Let's not store too much more of that. Actually, we don't even need to store this much, so let's cut it right there. So as soon as this belt fills up, we stop launching rockets. I'm not actually sure. Do we need to put a satellite in here to get the science from it? Probably. What else purpose would the satellite serve? I do not know. Good, so we're blacked out up all the way with that. Let's just do some small sort of research, I guess. We could also just get rid of all these. Or these two. Not really that interesting though. Let's just do something. So we do have the low density structure available. Let's store a bit more. Maybe put a circuit condition on this. Whoops. So we always have some available for the system. Then we can make these now. And then we just need heavy water to also make those. So, tritium or tritium or whatever it's called is made in a centrifuge. Okay. Would it be better to just produce this at or on-site of the power or nuclear power production area? That would mean we need to get lithium and rare metals there. Nah, I don't think so. We'll make it right here. We should have some centrifuges somewhere. That's a nuclear reactor, not a centrifuge. Here we are. So how long does this take? 30 seconds to get 5 of these. One of them is used in one fuel. So we get 5 of these fuel cells from 1 uranium-235. That sounds pretty amazing. How much power is this? 10 gigajoules compared to 50 gigajoules? Wait, what? So it is, one of these is only 1/5 of these, but they take half the uranium, or enriched uranium at least. Okay, so that seems like a good value. And I guess the real value is in the actual power production. That one of these can supply 20 large steam turbines, sorry. These consume 100 steam per second, which is twice the amount of these. And they output 10 times as much, really. So they're way more efficient. So yeah, that's a big win, at least. Oh, we even made one. So these just need steam, that's good. Is there any neighbor bonus for these? Because otherwise we're not really getting a increase, I guess. Maybe that's why this is 10 times... Where's the... This one is 10 times as efficient. I don't know what the efficiency 210% is really, but if we can just trust that it can output 100 megawatts at 975 degrees at least, then it should be fine. I think we will try that at least. Next conversion, I guess. Unless we need something specific. We don't need that. Matter cube. So this is just a way of storing power, I guess. Or storing matter. But that expends one charged matter stabilizer, and then we lose that when we get the matter back. Okay. But I guess this is an efficient way to transport it or something. So does this just take normal power, or do we need something like matter input into it? Or do we want to make an antimatter reactor? I guess this takes matter cubes, right? No? Apparently not. I think we should focus on this reactor first. Maybe that's actually the same tier as the nuclear reactor. That's just the Krastorio version, but then why haven't they removed the old one? Doesn't really matter. So if this can supply 20 of these, provide enough supply of heat for 20 of these, then we get 2 gigawatts of output. which would require 200 of these, which we can't do at least. In how long of a time is that though? Do we have the recipe for? How long do these last? So they're 10 gigajoules. And the reactor can take 500 megawatts. So that's 20 seconds. They can speed or slow down though, as opposed to these, which will always run at full force. So we get 20 seconds out of one of these. And we get 5 of these with 1 uranium-235. So that's 100 seconds. And this take 2, so we would get 200 seconds with 2 of them. Where's this 50 gigajoules? Is enough for 50, 200 seconds as well, right? Or am I messing that up? So 4 seconds for 1 gigawatt. And then 200 times that. No, 50 times that, sorry. For 50 gigawatts. And yeah, that is the fuel value of the nuclear power cell, whatever it's called, uranium fuel cell. So that's 200 seconds as well. We get the same amount of time out of a fuel time out of 2 uranium 235. But we get a higher output from this. At least as a solo entity. How does the output work with neighbor bonuses? 25% each. So they get 100% increase. Which is in the same amount of output, right? Yeah, 500 megawatts. Okay. So these just makes it easier because they don't require the neighbor bonus to output the 500 megawatts. Okay. Maybe we shouldn't really spend time on it though, when we have this setup that we can just escape. Maybe we could replace some of these turbines with the advanced steam turbines though. As 20 of these could be enough for everything one of these columns can output. If we can get the steam there at least. Aren't we supposed to be bringing steam up along both sides? Oh, we're taking it from the middle. Oh, here we are. Okay. So we are. And then it goes there. Okay. Oh, but the advanced turbines require a higher heat level. So these only get steam at 415 degrees. And it needs to be a lot warmer than that. Hotter than that. How do we actually get the steam that hot. We would need to not have as many heat exchangers, right? But that would of course mean that this column would get shorter. Unless there's some sort of heat exchanger that I'm missing. Is there an advanced heat exchanger? Heat? Nope. Just the normal ones and the normal heat pipes. Okay. I sort of want to try that. But I guess it would require a lot of time to test it out. Actually, we don't really need these then. I think we're okay with just using these turbines, oh, these reactors, sorry. We have already set up the wiring for it, so it's not like we're having too much complexity in that anymore. Also, it means that we won't have to do all this. Maybe we could use the fuel cells for our armor though. There is a portable fusion reactor. And maybe the DT fuel cells aren't radioactive. I'm not sure. I don't think it's really that important. So let's not work on the fusion reactor right now. Should we work on advanced steam turbines though? Or is that not worth it either? I mean, we would still need 60 times these reactors, right? Oh, do these only get their neighbor bonus when the neighbors are actually working? Because then this sort of sucks. Then we would basically want as many of them to be active as possible. So now it gets only 25. This has 50% because 2 of them are running. So yeah, since these are not really running full time at all, I guess we should just switch, right? Because then we don't lose half of our power most of the time. We do need these, or to need to use all of the fuel though. I think it would be a waste otherwise. Let's do it. Let's try out these. Then we can say we did it. You produce those, you produce these. You will make empty DT fuel cell. And you will not make the filled up one. We can make that in a chemical plant. Because we need the heavy water. Should we put this on the side then? Yes, that's a good idea. Where do we get the heavy water from? An electrolysis plant that takes water. Good. Electrolysis plant. You produce how much? 20 heavy water every 120 seconds. That's a long time. This requires 10 every 5 seconds. Or for every fuel cell at least. And one fuel cell, is only 20 seconds in one machine, so we do need this to basically be producing full time. Which is 2 heavy water per second. This produces 1 heavy water every 6 seconds. So with 6 of them we get 1 per second, and with 12 of them we get 2 per second, as we want. Are they powered there? Yeah, good. No, not good. This is in the way. Well, I guess we'll just make something out here. Or should we do something somewhere else? Maybe just up here? Or over here? We're not gonna scale this up, are we? I don't think so. So we have a lot of space right here we can use. That's also a bit out of the way. I think we will just do it right here. Sure. So we need some water. So that was for 1 per second. This is 2. Nope. 2 per second. And I guess we just power it then. Can you produce one of these every 5 seconds? Nope. We need 2 of these then. What's the crafting speed of this? 1. And this is also 1. Okay, good. These are a bit faster, but that's fine. This requires actually quite a bit of flow density structure. But we are getting that back actually. That actually makes it a good point to do this on site of the power production. Because then we just need to bring in these, or have some of these at the on-site. Produce the tritium. No, that's still annoying. Produce the tritium here maybe. Bring it to the site. Make the DT fuel cells. Expend the DT fuel cells, which yields an empty DT fuel cell. And then just refill that, I guess. We just need to bring some arbitrary amount of these empty fuel cells to the site, I guess. So we can just bring this. Can you make one for us, please? These are soon done with the first cycle, when we have a couple. I think that is the better idea. Almost. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.